Yeah, exactly. It just it saves, like I upload them all after the event anyway, but then I have to go into Zoom. I have to wait for Zoom to finish transcoding. And then I download it and then I upload it, and this just does it as we stream. So yeah, I would probably have a look to see, does this file still exist? So it doesn't. So that's a fairly sort of, I don't know what you call it, good indication that this issue has already been addressed and resolved. So this is, I think, is awesome. Like if our community members can look at these sorts of things and find out like where there's issues that are no longer relevant, and we can just close these issues out. That's a really quick win as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the file doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it's a very weird name for a file as well, to be honest. So let's just have a look. Yeah, so there's nothing called old note spec. Um, there's nothing related to this. So I'm just going to have a quick skim through, maybe starting from oldest to newest. Yeah, I can't specifically see anything there. Let's have a look if there's a.
This one.
Yeah, does that already exist? Um, I'm not sure if it was added. Migrate test. Yeah, I suspect this did already exist when this issue was created, and they were saying add some additional tests to this spec rather than create this new spec and migrate everything. But let's have a look. Yeah, so that does exist. Um, Now, because we don't have access to this file, we don't really know what was in there. We could go back and look for an old version of it. Old note spec, but we could also maybe look at like the history on here to see if there's any comments, any commits that reference old note spec potentially. It's unlikely, but especially as this is paginated as well. Nothing in there. I think I'm comfortable enough just saying that this file doesn't exist anymore, so this issue is no longer relevant. So
Yeah.
this one, I'm simply going to say no longer exists. So yeah, someone that's really good at Git might be able to find a command to see when this file did last exist in the repository, and then find out like what commit it was removed in or whatever. But I'm comfortable enough just to close that based on this. So immediately we've achieved something quite good, I think. Every dent we can make in these 76,000 issues is helpful.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the list and try and find another one. Okay, so again, we've got some Rubu cop violations to address, but again, really old, edited a year ago. So it's quite likely that this has changed since then. Now I don't know if I've got my. I think I've got my environment up and running. Um, so
For violations or rule of violation, I did some 3-4 PRs already. So I'm looking here.
excellent.
So three of my
So
tags were merged. So I was for
so
these
what
files.
it looks like is we've got schema spec, so that's in this list. I mean, in fact, yeah, this it matches quite well. Simplify, that's still in the list. Wow, that's amazing that this is still accurate, even though it hasn't been updated for so long. So I think this would be quite a good one to work on. What I'm interested in is there is a Rubu cop. This one, I don't know if this is the one that you've potentially worked
Yeah,
on.
this is the one I was doing.
Gotcha. So I think maybe the difference here is that this Rubicop issue was all about auto-correctable
Yes.
offenses. I wonder if these ones maybe aren't auto-correctable. Maybe that's why maybe that's why there's a separate issue and why these weren't mentioned in that other issue. So I don't actually know anything about this cop. So I guess I'm gonna have a quick look. MRs. So I might just have a look at some of the fixes to see what they look like. So
Okay.
right, so it's basically using stub const instead of defining a const in the
Very
yeah, same again. So these look nice and easy. They look it. It doesn't mean they will be. Would you like me to assign you to that, or do you want to jump on and have a look at that yourself? Do you want to share your screen and do some live coding now, or do you want to just keep going through and we'll try and find a few other issues that are
so
maybe a bit more?
you
Go
can
on,
assign
sorry.
this one to me. I'll definitely finish it today, but I want some more issue. One issue that I have, like I was looking at. So can we discuss on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to share your screen, or do you want to give me the link or the issue number, and I can load it up? Or
I'll share the link. Uh,
cool.
uh, I think I pasted in the chat.
I just put my air conditioning on. It's getting a bit hot, so okay. Let's have a look. Inactive project deletion. Disabling feature does not. Okay. So interesting. That's how this does not clear. Oh, okay. That sounds like a good one. Sounds interesting. Enable inactive after projects. Disable the feature after some time. Re-enable the feature. Okay. Now, one thing I'm just interested if there's been some discussion on here.
So I made a comment there.
Oh, okay, cool. We did understand the problem. Gone through soon, but found out that the issue still persists, still being calculated here in this function. So I think we need to reset the values of that and that being used here. Correct. So still being calculated if one of the conditions wrong. Cool. Okay. So
So the
go on.
problem. So I wasn't able to like reproduce the one thing that was mentioned above in the issue, that how to reproduce that. But other than that, I found the issue, what would be the cause of that.
Okay. So probably what's best to do is raise a merge request, because it sounds like you've made some of the changes, but it wasn't quite working, right? Is that true, or?
No, I haven't made any changes, but I was looking at the code and found out that this might be the problem rather than what was the suggested above.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So, um, so after commit.
So what it does is if it is if this changes, and then the reset is done. But according to the issue that is mentioned above, it is like the date is being calculated even if it is not marked for deletion. So
Right. Okay.
I have mentioned where the if the link where the function is being called and how it is being used. So I got a reply after 4 days, so I might need to look back after. So in here, like if even if the it is cleared from the Redis, the
So it's not. Yeah, it's not actually checking. It's not actually checking anything, is it? So
even if the notification date is nil, which means we have cleared the deletion period, deletion of project, that the scheduled deletion time will be calculated, right?
right.
So this, I thought this might be issue. I might need to check it again, as he mentioned one more point that delete inactive project. Okay.
What's this?
Hmm. Yes, I have tried. Yes, I have tried this delete inactive project property. Um,
A little bit kind of so we're saying. Correct. They're
but
still being
yes,
calculated.
uh, yes, I did try this, changing this property and then getting this banner here.
What I'm confused is saying we would still show the banner if one of these criteria is true, but that doesn't look to be the case. So return false unless a project is present and saved. Okay, fine. Return false unless delete. So if that setting isn't enabled, then it definitely shouldn't show the banner, I wouldn't have
Yes,
thought.
yes. Yes, so I wasn't able to reproduce this one only. So when you see the description there, it shows that the banner is showing, but I don't see the banner showing run.
Okay. Okay, I don't know. Let's just see if I haven't used GDK for a little while, so I might just need to restart.
I also use JDK. It's pretty quick to install and start work.
You on a Mac?
Yes, I'm on a Mac.
Definitely runs better on the the Apple, the newer M whatever core processors.
Yes. Mm.
So project.
Can you go to what is expected, the correct behavior, right? What is expected? This one. When the inactive project deletion feature is re-enabled, scheduled deletion should be based on the re-enablement date. So this is true if we don't change the whatever being filled inside those parameters. Like what is the size and what is the deletion date after how many months. This is true, but I don't know why it is being mentioned that it should be calculated based on it is being calculated on the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Might be a mistake. I probably do need to do a GDK update as well at some point. It's been a while since I updated it. Right, so that setting
Oh, that admin area, right?
in the admin area, okay.
Inside it, you go to repositories.
The maintenance,
An inactive project.
deleting, delete project after.
So,
Okay.
it will give
That's
the right.
I'm sure on my GDK there should be plenty of old projects. But then will it work off of based on today's date?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So do I need to go and modify something in Rails? Yeah, so if I set, so where is that stored?
No.
Well, I saw it on one of these. Um, project inactive. Would it be that?
See.
Yeah. Oh no, hang on a minute. Project is the 16.
Let me see.
Why would that not? Don't really understand why that's not returning anything.
Should have projects inactive, right?
Yeah, definitely. Maybe. What's it checking? The project statistics. Is that where it's getting last activity from? No, it's not actually getting. That's where it's getting storage size. Okay, so they've got storage size in there. So then project top fine dot last activity. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, that's before. I don't really understand why that's not returning. New projects. So here's the where. So it's saying storage size is greater than 0, and the last activity is less than the 11th of May. That should definitely bring something back. There's some weird joins. I don't think there are. Inner join project statistics. What am I missing here? There must be something that I'm sure that should return.
Yes, it should return some of the projects.
There's 19 projects. There's definitely, so let's just do, so for this one, last activity at is definitely before that day. And then if I go to project statistics, what was it, storage size or something like that? Storage, yeah, storage size.
Statistic, and then
0 for that project for some reason.
so size is being set to 0 for all of the project, right?
Well, maybe. Okay. So I don't know what the difference is between storage size and repository size. Let me just do project.first again. This toolbox. Yes, sorry. Okay, they've all got a storage size of 0. Now, what's the best way to?
So storage size and repo size, that's different. The repo size,
Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe storage sizes are artifacts or like job logs and other bits and pieces. I'm not really sure what contributes to that number, but let's get rid of tweak that quickly. Now, great. Now it's bringing projects back. Even if we did cheat.
yes, we did. Size.
So now we're just interested in whether the banner appears or not, which it should appear now, right? Don't quite know what's going on with my. So, what did they? Helper. Inactive project deletion day. Helper. UX. Yes, you can. So it's set to false. So again, why is that? So STP project find 16. So p dot present. True. P dot saved. True. Good. Um, so what's
This setting we did true.
yeah. Where have I lost my
Hmm. P dot in.
that's false. Why is that false? Okay, sorry. This one is checking. That's really annoying. We've got two. We've got inactive as a
Boolean.
yeah. Well, like it's like a class method and an instance method as well. So let's just get rid of that for now. So they match. There we go. That's good. That's good. Well, why did that go away?
Yeah, that was surprising.
Could it be because this is a personal project? Does it only happen? Oh no, there it is. It's just had to scroll up a bit. Okay, but then we're saying if we disable, so enable it right after projects are marked for deletion, disable the feature. I mean, this is really confusing. Administrator, you can deactivate. However, this does not clear the schedule. Okay, later. Okay, so that's a bit annoying. I'm gonna see if I can change the date quickly because if I can't do that, then no, I'm really confused now.
I think it says now disable it and enable it with other dates, then it will show the same date, I guess. This is what it's saying.
Yeah, but what I'm looking at is where is it in here or it's the notif date. So that's coming from Redis.
Yes.
But Redis isn't database, right? Redis is like a cache, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So I don't really understand. So we're saying that that stays in Redis cache for like months. What if Redis gets restarted or something? I don't really understand that.
I think they might be shaving something. Yeah, that's a good point. If the Redis gets reached.
So should be able to do.
Hmm.
Uh, got that right or not.
So that is shared state. So this is, so there's instances of Redis, right?
Right. Maybe if I even seem to be set, to be honest.
It's not returning.
I just don't understand why we would store that in Redis and not in the database.
Yes.
Redis key inactive projects deletion warning email is a hash. It stores the date when the deletion warning notification email was sent for an inactive project. Fields and values look like. Okay, so to be fair, an email might not have been sent. Yeah, this isn't an old. I was sort of thinking that maybe this has already been fixed, but it's only a few months old, right? So
Yeah. So after my comment, so it is being assigned to me like 2 hours before. I've
okay,
commented
so this
4 days before, and it is 2 hours before.
I need to just share this somewhere quickly. And these were merged. See if I've got both of these. It's fixed, but I can't remember when I. Oh, I haven't got those fixes. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to do a GDK update. It'll take a little while, but yeah. So
Okay, this.
just going to reread this again. So right in the scheduled deletion date. Still be if one of that.
This one we checked, right? It is returning true.
Yeah, but I haven't switched it off yet. So for instance, I'm a bit confused where.
I think last time when I checked, it mentions that when you re-enable it with different data, it doesn't show the correct calculated data, but it does show correct calculated data. I don't know why it mentions it has a bug. But what isn't right is that it is not clearing the save date, whatever deletion dates, which are we
Yeah.
getting from inactive project delete after months and inactive project send warning email after months. So these two values are being set. Initially, these two values are being set to default as 1 and 2. And after we disable that delete inactive project, these two values are not being like resetted. It is being considered as same.
Yeah. But then I think that's okay. Well, let's just have a look at this quickly. Yeah, so I kind of think it might be all right to leave these populated and not to clear them, because like it might be handy if you imagine someone enables the setting and then disables it. I think when you go back to enable it, it's kind of helpful if you can see what the values previously were. So I don't think we necessarily need to clear these, but if there's anywhere that's not checking this, if it's relying on this being null or empty, or then that's obviously a problem.
So
So
if that's the case, then the issue, I don't think that the issue exists. So if you can reproduce, if you try to reproduce it, I'm not able to reproduce it. So I think I tried 2 3 times, but it's giving me the whatever being expected, not any issue. So
yeah. Okay, so schedule
this
deletion
in,
date.
in this that grace period after notification, there we are using these those two values
Yeah, so
there.
it's just Redis, isn't it? So if we clear this, which I think was that what we were suggesting, but the banner definitely shouldn't show up, right? Because it's checking this. So as long as if this is updated, the banner definitely shouldn't be showing. Let's reread this. I think this is misleading, actually. Let me just reread. The current bug is scheduled, delay features. Yeah, so I thought maybe I misinterpreted this. Yeah, I thought that the banner was still showing after disabling it, but that's not what they're saying, right? It was enabled on that and then disabled.
And
Oh, okay. Maybe they are saying that. Taken
if
on.
disable, that date will still be there because the date is being calculated based on those two data that I have provided. Like
But the
inactive project
banner,
banner won't show.
well, it shouldn't, should it? But they're saying it did. So the
Mm.
feature was enabled and then disabled on this day. And then the following day, sorry, the setting, the feature was enabled and then disabled. And then they're saying the next day that banner was still showing. So banner was now. This hasn't been changed for 2 years.
Mm.
So I definitely don't think, but we're definitely checking this setting.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, I think I would. I think we'll add a note in a minute about that, but the dates thing makes sense, I guess. Right. So at the moment, we reset the deletion warning Redis key. If an inactive project save change to inactive project. Okay. But then we should also is that a Rails magic thing, this method or whatever you want to call it, save change to inactive projects, delete after months. That's a Rails magic, right? Because we don't define that method. So I guess
This will from inactive.
Rails, yeah, it's projects delete after month. So so this is application setting, but the application setting is actually delete inactive projects. So, oops. And the suggestion is adding a new callback in here, which basically be the same. Don't know if you can do like an or in here, but yeah, but no, that makes sense. But the banner bit doesn't make sense. From true to false. Yeah. Yeah, that makes so should we just add a note to sort of say well, let's have a look if my update has completed. No, I've seen this before actually recently. It's just hanging on. Getting stuck on this step. I don't really know what. Can't remember how I fixed it. I think I need to nuke it and start from scratch, to be honest. Yeah, I don't feel confident enough in saying like I couldn't recreate it because we didn't get as far as trying to as actually disabling the feature. But looking at the code, that just like I can't see how that would
Yes.
and is that what you were saying? Let me just reread. So yeah.
The banner thing is, I think, is still fine. It's not showing. I checked.
Okay. So let's just put a quick because the I wonder, could it? I don't really understand the memoirs, like the cash in here. Could it be to do with that or not? Like
Uh,
it's kind of like an instance variable, right? So does the project helper get that a new project helper gets created every time it's called, right?
okay, yeah, that we haven't considered, right?
Yeah, I was
So
hoping.
if
Hmm,
that
doesn't seem to be doing anything.
uh,
Yeah.
so would be the gauge.
Be helpful. But, uh, so
It what are you doing? Like it does talk to your code, right? Or repo.
what's that? Sorry.
So like you are using that Duo chat provided by.
Yeah. There's it's part of like the GitLab workflow VS Code extension. So Ruby helpers get nude up, or let's say when initialized, I have a method that if it might return the wrong value. Not sure if that really makes sense, but
Let's try.
did you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, oh no, I thought I had just done something, but it hasn't. Oh, okay. Don't know what happened to my previous. What did do Ruby helpers? Is it Ruby or Rails? Rails. It says for the duration of the request.
Yes. Mhm.
So to me, that suggests that it shouldn't it shouldn't be a problem. That caching shouldn't be a problem. Um, so let's just include that. So we don't believe the vanisher when the setting is because app help checks. Um, checks that. Um, um, so I'm going to say I am a little dubious about clearing So the actual thing that we're there for saying is where, so it was this, wasn't it? What did this? It's making progress. Good. What does that? Okay, but it does. Yeah. So when you, but we do, however, leave the date won't get reset. Because it's only called. So we sort of say the proposed
I think the date,
solution.
it is not dependent much on this, whatever that reset deletion warning Redis key. We check the code. If it is null, then uh, it will calculate with that grace months, that whatever we have. It will always return.
So
It will always return if we haven't activated that.
yeah, so let me just, where was this one? Inactive projects deletion warning tracker, right? But then where is this actually used? So it's used on the banner, presumably, but the banner, if the banner doesn't show, it almost doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter, but the days. This grace will.
Because I guess what we're assuming is if you turn the setting on, the notification email maybe hasn't been sent yet, but it is going to be sent later today. So that's, I guess, why we do this like this. Yeah, I think the only place we're using this is in the schedule projects held by, yeah, which is in the HAML. And
Which it renders
and
only if
exactly. So I don't really think that matters from that point of view, but I do think that if you disable it, it should definitely clear those dates down. So when you then re-enable it, my expectation would be, so let me just read that. So I'll sometimes visit project spirit and observe the display on and inspect and what we're saying, that scheduled dates are not yeah. So if the feature is later re-enabled, will be used. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think that will work. Proposed solution, that's good. E.g. call in this also when And yeah, I mean, you're right that wherever it was, that this doesn't check that, even if there isn't a date, it still calculates, but this will only ever be called or referenced
Yes.
if the banner criteria are passed. Yeah, exactly. So we've kind of already done the check. And if we did the check in this method to see whether the date was present and then return null, we'd just end up with a weird banner that sort of the error message was incomplete or missing or whatever. So I think I think as long as the banner logic is correct, resetting that should do the trick. Let me just see how it's up to date, I think, now. So let's just have a look where did we get to? Right, so yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to wait a second, see if it does actually load. I have had some problems like this before. Uh, right. So let's open the admin settings. Let's do repository maintenance. Remove this. Save that. Refresh this. Yeah, that definitely doesn't seem to be showing that banner, does it?
Yeah.
But then what I kind of wanted to try and do, but I don't know if I'll be able to figure out how to do this or not. I wanted to try and modify the value. Wanted to see if yes, I don't seem to have had any emails from the Rails background worker that I was expecting with the notification. Um, but I don't know if I can kind of force one in there somehow. Um,
So where were you checking the mails?
so I was trying to, where did it come from? This one. I was trying this. So I basically tried project 16. It's currently nil. Now I don't know how to. So we got delete exists H set. So I think I could probably do this. Okay, so that's coming in now. So let me just try if I was to hack it to say, um, so minus, I've got that right, I don't know. Sick for the sick, right? Yeah, perfect. So hopefully now, if I reload, I've got it disabled at the moment. So if I enable this, save the changes, Reload this. Yes. So that's correctly calculating a month from a month from when I've baked it into thinking that that project was notified on the 6th of June, and it's saying, okay, the project will be deleted on the 6th of July. So that's great. So now we have fixed, we have modified this. I'm not sure if I've saved it though or not. There's a change. This bit here. I don't know if I've saved that or not. Let me have a quick look. No, I haven't saved that change. So at the moment, we've re-enabled that. Let's get that. So again, just to be 100% sure, if we disable that setting, we reload this, the banner should go away. Good, banner goes away. But then when we re-enable it, we think the date is still going to be the old date. So that's the bug, basically, that the date isn't updated. Okay. Why is it not? Did I click? So I did save, didn't I think?
Okay. It's not showing.
Interesting. No.
Check that value in console.
Yeah. Where's one? Reconnect. Yeah, it's still in there. My suspicion is there's just some caching going on, but
Yeah, it might be.
perfect. Right. So now this time we're gonna save this change to this file. Perfect. And we're going to disable it again. A bit of a go slow. I think after you make the change, like Rails like reloads the whole, all of the classes, everything. So it just takes a minute. Come on. Okay. Still showing that. But I don't know if that's because It doesn't seem like it got cleared. Let's just re-enable. Yeah, still saying the same.
It's the same.
So it's like this. Let's reset all on here.
Just delete that.
Delete. It does look like it should work, doesn't it?
Well,
So what we could possibly do is like this. We could put a binding right in here. And then what I don't know is how exactly we wasn't in project, was it? It's in application settings. So if I do application, what I have to do, A equals application setting dot first, A dot the inactive projects is true. So when I set that to false,
save it.
should hit the breakpoint, but it didn't. So what does after commit actually?
Save.
We've actually got this. Yeah, what's after commit? I don't know how clever code after is callback method in Ruby on Rails after the object is committed to the database. Where did it go? Seen
Save it
this a
with
few times.
exclamation mark, that thing.
What's that? Sorry.
Save with exclamation mark if you can try this. Save then exclamation mark.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So just check what the setting currently is as false. So if we said it's true, so it's false. So no. Okay. There's like an after save as well, right? So yes, we got after available callbacks. So create an update, and we've got we'll save around save after update. After save, after commit, after run. After save runs both from create and update, but always after. Just try after save.
After runs last.
That was delete inactive projects. Yeah, change from true to false.
Reload.
Weird. I did reload before, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was why it didn't work. Let me just try changing that quickly back to after commit. Make sure I did a reload. Okay, so what is the setting at the moment? Oh, set it to true. Save. Oh dear. What have I broken? Maybe just start a new console. Do A equals applications in this. And then A dot that is currently false, and it's true. A dot save. Good. Right, so now I set it to false. Now I save again. Yes, not hitting my break. I'm assuming binding is loaded. I think it always is. I don't think I need to specifically include it, but if this doesn't work, then I'll try changing that. So let's try it after save. Reload. So false, it's true. Save. It's really annoying. What's that? That is true. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but never mind. Now I'm starting to wonder if I need to do that. I think I do though. Finding not prime there. So
This after create, after save.
if this doesn't work, I'll remove the if entirely to see if that's sort of preventing it from. So it's currently set to false, so it's true. Let's see. Set it to false. Doesn't do anything. So yeah, let's remove that.
Application settings. Okay.
False equals true. A.say. Right, that's hitting it. So there's a bug with this if condition. Delete inactive projects chain. Maybe I'll try saved change to saved change to. Let's try that. Let me set to true. False. Good. Okay, we're making some progress. So now we're going to try changing it to after commit.
Yeah, so that was the bug, I think. Okay.
So let's update here before we forget. Looks good. But condition didn't seem to work. This did. Okay, so after commit, so we got that setting from true to false. So go back into Rails. Okay, load that. Check the current value. Whoops. Set it to true. Save it and it shouldn't do anything. Good. Set it to false. Save it. Awesome. Awesome. So now we can put that in there. We can delete my silly method. We can quit out the Rails console and we can see if it's actually fixed now. So what have we currently got it set? Okay, so I think it's currently enabled. But we'll just wait for it to reload. Maybe not.
I think from command line we have reset the value.
What was that? Sorry.
I think we have reset the value from command line.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. But then I don't know why this is. Yeah, so it's off at the moment. So we enable it. I don't know if it's because of cache in there or. Right, so it's still 6 of. So now we switch it off. The banner should disappear. We could also, I'm not going to check the Rails console yet, but we could check Redis if we wanted to. But that's working that far. We re-enable it. And we refresh this. Woohoo! I'd say that's worked.
No, it's the same, right?
No, it was the 6th before. Now it's the 11th. So it's correctly based it on today's date instead of the date that was in Redis before. So it has correctly cleared the value from Redis. So just check my summary. So we don't think the banner should be because when testing it, yeah, just sort of say and when testing it. Yeah, I'm not sure about clearing that and that. I think it's helpful when they come back. We do believe the date won't get reset because that is only called on that. The proposed solution looked good. But in practice, the if condition didn't seem to work. But this did. Change that from test to that. If that. Yeah, awesome. So you're gonna sort of try redoing that in your environment and make sure you're happy and you can raise the merge request, etc.
Yeah, I understood that. Yeah.
Awesome. Did you want me to? I think I closed it, but I'm sure I could find it again. Oh, this one. Did you want to have a look at this one or this one? I could probably just ask. It's quite a simple one for anyone to pick up. So if it's a bit too trivial for you, then I'm totally cool. But if you wanted to look at this, I could assign it while I'm here.
Please do assign me. I'll check it.
Okay, cool. Just close some of this. That's your handle. Awesome. I am going to eat now. So if there's anything else you need, feel free to hop on Discord. We can set up another one of these sessions before Tuesday, or we can chat again next Tuesday if you want. But good luck.
Okay, can I have your 2 minutes?
Yeah, go on, far away.
So I'm pasting a link of the ticket. So I'm trying to what I did is I added a commit inside it. So inside commit you see I've added somehow. I added now I'm trying to remove it. It's not being removed. So if you click on add or remove
Yeah.
and go to selected comments and I'm removing it. It's not. If you unselect it and save it, saving.
Let's delete content. Okay, let me just have a look. I must admit, I don't tend to use the UI. I would probably do this through the command line. So maybe we'll try that quickly in a minute. So previously merged commit.
I was playing with the comments. I was playing with the UI, so I accidentally did this and was not able to redo
So
it.
is it okay if I rebase this?
Yes, I
Let's
tried to
just see.
it still is the same. I tried to read it.
Oh, okay. It doesn't make any difference.
That
Interesting.
UI thing is not changing. I tried to pull it and rebase it. When I try to pull, it's not showing that comment, this commit around this micro.
Interesting.
I tried this with my personal project. I'm able to remove it and add it, but with this thing, I'm not sure, man.
That's weird. Takes a few minutes, doesn't it, to do the rebase? The other thing I wonder, like, if you were to delete this branch, so you've
I'll
got,
get a picture. Mhm.
you could just almost recreate, like, you've got the changes, you've got the diff.
Yes,
We'll wait a minute for the. Uh, so yeah, I don't really understand why this shows up. So 4 days ago, 086. Have you got any idea why this actually shows up? Or
I added it actually. So I
okay,
was playing with the UI, but I thought I will remove it. There's a remove button, but it didn't work.
got it. Okay.
I'll no way. I'll delete this and create a new branch if it's not fixable.
Yeah, that might be needed. Um, you could leave the you could leave this though, and we could pass it to the relevant like team if that makes sense, because this is obviously a bug with merge requests.
Yes,
Because something isn't working. Um,
I tried to
I
check
think
the logs, console logs, but it's
yeah,
some unauthorized error. 403, I think it's giving me to 403.
yeah, forbidden. Interesting. Um, Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, we could raise an issue and keep this merge request. Like maybe we shouldn't touch this merge request, so that if somebody wants to have a look into why it's happening, what's wrong, they can look at this. Maybe create a brand new branch with just kind of apply the patch, apply the patch from here to a brand new branch and create a new merge request, and we'll just leave this one. Um, yeah,
Uh, okay, I'll try to create a issue, right?
perfect.
Okay,
And I think the person, like the project manager is or product manager, I should say, sorry, is Kai Armstrong. You can ping him. You can obviously ping me as well. And we'll make sure we label it and get the right people to take a look at it.
got it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you too.